What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Rooster Radio. Today we got a real treat for you. But before we get into that, I promise you, one of these days, we're going to start on time. I know it's a little after 7, but that's all right because we got Jake here from Auralayer.
Hi. Hello.
It's going to be an evening with Jake. I hope you guys enjoyed. Jake, you got your guitar there. Why don't you go ahead and bless our souls with some beautiful sounds?
Yeah, we're gonna just play some songs. This is a very last minute thing that we put together, and we're gonna just jam a little bit. We're gonna talk a little bit and just have a nice evening. So I hope you guys enjoy it with us.
Yes.
This first song is called "One Nice Thing." I had wrote it on my being a dream. Well, this my driveway at home. I was just sitting there like thinking about stuff, and everything was real heavy, and then a melody came and
bawling.
Like just sobbing. I mean, just yeah. So there's usually a harmonica. Anybody got a harmonica?
I didn't bring mine today.
No. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed with all these things running through my head. Today I tried to live without fear and have some fun. An obligatory waving hello, but sometimes it's just the way it goes. No one really cares about you. It'd be nice if, well, someone did anyway. What's one nice thing can warm my heart and bring the sun down on this foul day? One time on a cold November day, I just wanted to have my say, to grow myself 1 year wiser and take my mood just a little higher. But my hopes are so quickly dashed, and so I sat there crying on my ass. But no one really cares about you, but it'd be nice if, well, someone did anyway. Well, just one nice thing can warm my heart and bring the sun down on this foul day. So I sat there with my head in my hands, trying to bring these tears to an end. Suddenly I looked up to the sky. Between the sun I saw a smile. They said sometimes all you need is a friend. Man, I'll take that to the end. Someone really cares about you, and it's so nice that, well, that they do anyway. Well, just one nice thing can warm my heart and bring the sun down, yeah, on all your days.
Woo! Oh my God. That was dude, insanely beautiful.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
That song came back like full circle.
Yeah, I don't like to necessarily sing depressing songs. That's kind of what we do in Auralayer, is we try to have like a message of positivity at the end of it. While bad things happen in our lives and good things happen in our lives, we want to emphasize the growth that comes with those things, good or bad. You know?
Right.
So it's
that's life.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
it's ups
life.
and downs. It's peaks and
valleys.
You got it. Yeah, dude, man. We're on the same wavelength.
Fucking grabbing it, man.
So yeah, that's that song. One Nice Thing.
I love that, dude.
Well,
that
thanks.
grabbed me by the soul and then took me for a ride.
Hell yeah, hell
really
yeah.
did, man. That was amazing.
Well, thank you.
Really cool, man.
It really was.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Jake from Auralayer. My man Jake he brought his guitar. We're ready to have an evening with Jake from Auralayer.
That's
This
right.
This is going to be a special episode, I feel. I'm already getting all caught up in the emotion of it all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I feel like somebody dropped me into a fuzzy sock already. You know what I mean?
Remember the Snuggies back
Oh,
in the day?
dude.
I never owned one, but man, those looked amazing. Because
I did own one.
you did?
I did own one. It was a Superman Snuggie.
Oh,
it was
man.
blue and red and had the yellow, and with when you put it on, the Superman logo was on your chest.
Yeah.
It was the most.
Do you still have it?
I don't.
Oh no,
I don't.
It's in the Snuggie graveyard.
It really is. It's in Snuggie limbo right now.
It's
Not
in
sure.
a landfill somewhere.
Exactly, man. Not sure what happened to that thing, but yeah, man. Thanks for making the journey.
Yeah,
you
no
know,
problem.
Way out here. What was the drive like, man?
Only 40 minutes. My girlfriend lives in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and
Okay.
so it's like nothing to come up to Kings Mountain. so.
Except for the roads are really bad in South.
You know, yeah, you know what? I
That
don't know.
construction's never going to end on 85, is it?
It's
not.
perpetual. I mean, it's just a fact of life. There will be construction on 85. It's just gotta accept it.
So you were telling us, Jake, before the show a little bit about you've got some solo stuff as well as the Auralayer new album coming out.
Yeah.
Speak on that a little bit.
So I've got two things Auralayer recording related.
That's a lot of layers.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I'm like an onion. Shrek. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I get it.
So, yeah, we released an EP called Solar Plexus in March.
Fantastic,
or not March,
by the
it was
way.
August.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Very good stuff.
We worked with our good pal Philip Cope down in
Shout
Colombia,
out.
who is a wonderful person, a wonderful engineer, and just a fantastic human being overall. And he knows how to make us sound good. So
Love those types of human beings.
yes, anybody who can run sound like a champ, he's the man.
You know what? And on that note, sorry to interrupt, but
No,
I
you're
gotta
good.
give that to our producer Josh. This guy knows how to run.
Let's give him a
sound.
hand.
Let's
Give
give him a
him a
hand.
Stand
He's
up,
not
Josh.
on camera tonight,
Stand up,
but
Josh.
right.
you've seen him before.
Yeah, you have, man. He's like a mix between Seth Rogen and the guy from Home Alone, Marv. Mixed together.
I love that. That's a great analogy.
So shout out to this man for helping you with the two different Auralayer
Yes, with the EP and the album.
and
so,
the album.
To kind of describe where the EP came from is we wanted to get in the studio and just, build the confidence in ourselves that we can go in there and record our music and it come out the other end and we like it and hopefully other people like it too.
Yeah.
And that happened. I mean, we listened to the final recordings and we're like, damn, okay, this is
Mastered.
This is good. Yeah, mastered and everything. We were super happy with it. And we liked working with Phil, and we wanted to keep that going. I'll talk about Solar Plexus just a little bit because there's some cool
Plug away.
themes that go on.
Yeah.
I have this. Well, we got this artist who is amazing. His name is Steven Yoyada in Japan to create this artwork for us, and we'll probably superimpose it. in
I have the
post.
T-shirt.
He has the
I bought the
T-shirt.
T-shirt, y'all. It's really good.
The purple one?
Yeah,
Black and
yeah,
purple?
black and purple.
Remind me to get you one. I've got one in the car.
Yes.
But what's cool about it is that we really dove into the themes of what we were exploring ourselves when we were recording the EP, which was confidence. So the logical theme for us, because we're dealing with Auralayers, is to explore chakras.
Yeah.
That's a fascinating ideology, and
It
there's
is.
some really beautiful art themes that can come from that.
Yeah.
So we explored Manipura, which is the chakra of confidence, the one in your stomach, solar plexus,
Uh-huh.
and that's what we called it, solar plexus.
Love it.
And it was confidence in ourselves that we're a band that is cohesive, that can perform live, that can record, and make it in the band world. And a lot of it was just capitalizing on the momentum that we had, been getting from the shows, and it's been amazing so far. I mean, like on our Bandcamp, I get an email every day about people buying it, and that's crazy to think. Like we had a radio station out in like the UK who hit us up, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna play your song on our show today," and we're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, dude, it's a great feeling because like up until that point, you're plugging away. You're making music. You're playing shows, and you're like, is anyone ever going to feel this? Is anyone ever going to relate to this? And then you get that kind of feedback, and it's all of a sudden it's just more fuel for the fire.
Whoa, yeah.
And I mean, even we have had like subscribers on our YouTube and listeners on our Spotify from other countries, and I see that, and I'm like, is this real? Like,
yeah. I mean,
is it real?
But that's what's so cool about it, and the internet in of itself is that you can reach audiences that you never would have been able to.
Exactly.
So it's amazing.
Well, and you already know that Michael and I are big advocates of Bandcamp.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
love Bandcamp because they give back to the artist more than seemingly any other platform.
As far as I can tell.
They treat artists better than anyone else
Yeah.
does. That's what it is.
Yeah, and that counts for a lot. That does count for a
It
lot.
does, and that's what the Rooster wants to do. Shameless plug.
Hey,
Well, let me ask you this. So, the EP. I mean, was that your first time mastering Shelf Black?
No, so the EP doesn't have Shelf Black on it. It's just Christ Antler, Faith to Reason, and All My Time. Now, Shelf Black is on the album, and that's what's going to be. We're thinking. I guess I'm talking ahead of myself that it's going to be the single, but it's probably going to be the single.
I bring it up because.
Of course, we told that story.
Yeah,
last
you told
time,
the story last
God.
time, and it got a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
We were blown away with how people related to that and how they responded to that. But I kind of wanted to get into how you wrote that song, and then the next thing that we heard from you, you were in a music video.
Yeah.
You started a music video. Shout out to our buddies at Testarossa.
Absolutely unshameless. There is no shame. Testarossa is an amazing band.
Absolutely.
They are an amazing band with
Shout
amazing people. And I was asked by Colt to play the guy with the gun in the Knocking Outside Your Door video. It's funny because that story originally came from Justin, who's Blake's brother, and I've known Justin since high school. I've known Blake since high school, and I remember so Blake and we would play Halo and we would Skype all day. That was just what we would do, and we still do that actually. We were playing Halo before I left.
That's badass.
And so one day he tells me this story of how his brother was just driving down Fairview Road, which is the road we live near, and there was this kid who was wearing a hoodie, had his head down, raining just all over him, and Justin decides to drive over to him and say, "Hey man, you need a ride?" And the guy said, "Yeah, I need a ride to work." Hops in, does not say a damn thing the whole way there.
That's creepy.
And he just tells him where the address is, and so they get there, and it was a gas station. It wasn't actually his work. And Justin, bought him a drink and a Slim Jim or something. I don't know, but got him a snack of some sort. And
some bugles.
Yeah. Oh man, you never put them on your fingers?
I did.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, dude.
And so he got him those snacks, and then the guy kind of sighed and reached into his jacket and pulled out a fucking gun, just a gun.
A whole ass gun.
And Justin sat there for a second like, oh my God, is this guy going to rob me? Because that's what your first thought is. It's like, this guy has a gun. Am I going to die today? And the guy throws it on his dash and says, man, I was going to go into that gas station and I was going to blow my brains out tonight. I was going to end my life. And you showed me kindness today, and I don't think I'm going to do that anymore.
That's great.
And that was just crazy hearing back then. But then when Blake joined Testarossa and told that same story to Colt, Colt is like a wizard of songwriting.
He really
He
is.
really is.
He is
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. Best way to describe it. A
Yes,
wizard
a
of
wizard of
songwriting.
songwriting.
Shout
and
out.
So shout out for sure.
Yes.
And so he wrote this amazing song around that story, and he
One
asked.
of the acoustics that he does.
Yeah. And he actually has a Taylor 12 string.
Ooh.
And
I've seen it.
yeah. And so he asked Justin to be himself in the music video, and he asked me to be the kid with the gun. And we went out and shot at a mill in North Carolina here, and it was just an amazing day from start to finish.
Wow.
We hung out, we jammed, we talked, we had a great time, and it was just 9 to 10 hours of just pure fun, because being around those guys, I mean,
It's a blast.
It's
It's
just,
hard not to have a good
oh
time.
my
around
god,
those
Yeah.
things.
and
Except for
Buddy
Buddy.
especially, he's we're gonna
such a
contradict each other.
buzzkill.
Man, Buddy is drop dead hilarious. That
really
guy will
is.
have you in
Used to work with the
stitches.
guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you
that
used to
must
work
have
with the
been
guy.
Fun.
It was.
Oh my god,
We didn't get shit done.
I envy you.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for sharing the story, and I the reason I bring it up was because it ties into the themes we started this conversation with about how, you talk about how Auralayer writes these songs. And you've got
Positivity.
these. Some of these songs might have some negative or hard to deal with undertones or themes, but you always come back around to why life is worth living.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why
Just like in that
what
song you
connects
played
up.
us.
Right.
One nice thing.
One nice
can
thing.
warm my heart and bring
It-
the sun down on this foul day.
It came full circle though, because at the
Yeah.
end of the song, it seemed more uplifting.
Yeah.
And the lyrics were more like it's worth it.
Sometimes, like, seriously, and that's the message of Knocking Outside Your Door. That's the message of that last song that I played. That one nice thing that you can do for someone can make literally all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so just encourage everyone, be a little bit nicer to people, and if you feel like doing something bad instead of good, maybe reconsider, because you never
Exactly.
know what somebody's, sometimes you get on customer service call and the person's short with you and you're like, man, I don't like that guy, he's an asshole. And then but you just gotta think, this guy's probably been answering phone calls all day, getting people screaming at him. Just give him a break,
Dude, that's why when I get a good one, I literally ask, like, a dork, I'm like, is there some sort of survey I can give on you?
Yeah.
Because, like, if I get a good one, I want to let their company know, like, yo, this employee is really good because they're giving me a good call.
I did that at Cracker Barrel once. There was this guy. He was like a teenager, and he was just awesome. That dude was aspiring for greatness, but starting at the bottom of the rung. And I get it. Everybody has to start somewhere.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I called up there and I raved to his boss about that guy, because he
Dude.
was just a cool dude. Good
Right
guy.
here. Right here, man.
Hey man.
Yes.
And Cracker Barrel. I mean, shout out to their
out.
food, no promotions, not getting paid.
But they got some good...
But Cracker Barrel, if you want to reach out.
Yeah. Let us know. We'll accept a sponsorship. from
Yeah, if Cracker Barrel wants to be a sponsor of the show, we are more than happy to accept that.
Exactly.
Yeah, please
we
give me
we
French
love your
toast.
French toast.
Yeah. Oh my God. Didn't this happen last time too? We were
Dude,
just like,
wavelength.
yeah.
We're the same person.
We are
You
the
just-
same
You just
person.
got better hair.
I'm Kody as well. Well, you have a better beard though.
well.
I'm working on it.
You know what I mean? You know what it is? It's just chia seeds. I just rub a lot of chia seeds in here, and it grows right out.
Oh my
That's all
God.
it is, man. Now I noticed, Jake, that at the beginning of the show you said this first song is called "One Good Thing."
One nice thing.
One nice thing.
Yeah.
Does that mean you have more songs?
Yes. So I might have 2 nice things or 3 nice things. Who knows? So, yeah. This song that I'm thinking I'm gonna play. Yeah. That's the vibe, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is the vibe.
On it.
So
Take us away, man.
Yeah, this next song is called. Don't laugh. It's Herman the Hearse Driver.
I love it.
So-
You've already, the
Wow.
premise alone has me
Exactly.
interested.
No
Yeah.
intro.
That's it.
That
I'm
needs
just gonna
no
say the
intro.
name and I'll explain after we get done. This goes out to all the essential workers out there. Well, I'm going out of my mind. If I have to clock in just one more time, why do I work here? Well, we all know it's a
hope I did okay on
You
the.
did great. You were keeping time and jamming along. I needed it.
Thank you, man. I am a human metronome.
I tend to speed up and slow down, so sometimes I need just a little bit of a clap. So when I ask people to clap at shows,
You hate when they get off rhythm, huh?
yeah, I'm like, oh no, I'm like, I need your help, man. I need your help. I'm hopeless.
Dude.
If I didn't have Vlad, shout out to Vlad. Shout out to his family.
There you go, Vlad. And your family.
Actually, you know what? I do want to talk about some exciting things, but first I'm going to describe the song and kind of where that came from.
Please do, man. What? Give me the title again.
Herman the Hearse Driver.
Herman the Hearse Driver.
Yeah, it's so I was really interested in writing characters in songs, you know?
Yes.
Telling your experience through someone else.
Love that.
And so I was kind of in the realm of Eleanor Rigby, you know?
Oh,
Where-
Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, I
it's
love
one of
that.
those kind of songs. And you know, I'd heard an interview with Paul McCartney again. I know I reference him a lot, but that's where a lot of my acoustic
The
ideas
Beatles.
come from, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's worse heroes to have.
Yeah, I mean, a 2.1 billion net worth and the most successful musician of all time. I could
One of the
definitely
most
do worse.
influential artists of all time. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Could be
So-
worse. Your influence could be Jeff Bezos. You know?
Yeah. Well,
You
have
could be
seen,
building dick-shaped rockets to fly into space. I mean,
yeah. Have you seen that interview where he's just laughing like a maniac? He's like, oh!
Yeah, I have, man. It scares me.
Actually,
He's
you know,
like a literal real-life supervillain.
he's Lex Luthor. He's
He-
literally Lex
he is.
He
Luthor.
is Lex Luthor.
So actually, this song relates kind of to Jeff Bezos in a way because it's about working yourself to death.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's so Herman the Hearse Driver. He's a hearse driver who his only thing in life is work. That's all he does from the time he wakes up till the time he goes to bed. That's his thing, and I guess he ponders the question in that song: when will it be his time to ride
Oh.
instead of drive? And that's a question we all have to ask ourselves is
when is that time?
yeah, and also he may be behind the steering wheel, but is he really controlling his life, you know?
That's
those
deep.
those are
That is, yeah.
concepts and themes that I like exploring, and stuff that happened in my own life where I was you know, working at a dead end job, and luckily I was able to get myself out of that position and live a much happier, productive, and just exciting life. I mean,
Fulfilled.
yeah, fulfilled. Yeah,
fulfilled.
because
You seem more fulfilled on today's episode.
I
You know what
am.
I mean, versus
you know, when you work retail, it's just soul crushing. You know,
it
you
really
you
is.
go in there and you're just like, it's not even the customers; it's always management. Shout out to the management.
Yeah.
No, I love them. But you know, it's just.
and the
they-
fluorescent light.
God. For me, it was the repetitive pop music that would play every single day.
Trouble!
Oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna go more 80s. I saw the sign.
I would be okay with, like, you know,
Ace of Base.
if they played like "You Spin Me Round"
That's a good
every
one.
day, I would be like, yes, let's party. Pete Burns up in my ears, but but when I have to hear Taylor Swift and Ed
Oh.
Sheeran, I just want to jump out a 2-story window.
Me too.
So that, you know, sorry if you like them. I'm not a fan.
I hear another song in the mix about a guy working retail.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, that those are the themes I explored in that song, and
I love those themes.
and the chord progression came from playing with capos. I used to think capos were just a shortcut
Cheating.
for people who can't play
Yeah.
bar chords. How wrong I was, and I love being wrong because I usually find out something even better on the other end of it.
Yeah, you get more creativity.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
and
and-
I can put it anywhere, and instantly you got a different thing going, you know?
Dude, I can't say anything. I'm really cheaty because I play the keys.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll just transpose up or down to match the sound of which that I need.
I'm not gonna lie, I do that too.
Yeah, man.
That's great.
I do that because it's like, you know what I mean? I really don't know chords as well as the next guy. Like if someone
Sure.
says we're playing in the key of G, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I just know sounds and I play by my ear.
If
You know
it's
what I mean?
for guitar and somebody says that, I absolutely know what to do. For keys, if you give me enough time, I could figure it out
Give me
and
5
fake my way
minutes.
through it.
Yeah.
But I actually went to piano lessons for 2 years as an adult.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, man. I try to learn as many instruments as I can.
Yeah. I knew that from the Auralayer episode.
Yes.
You're like a modern day Eddie Vedder.
Yeah.
You really are.
Except for you don't have the voice and the lyrics I can't understand. I can understand the lyrics.
Well, he's got the voice.
Yeah.
The misheard lyrics videos. You ever
God.
seen those?
I have, man.
But
No, it's a compliment. Trust me.
yeah. I mean, I play like ukulele, harmonica.
Is that
keys.
proper?
Ukulele, yeah.
It's okay.
That's how it's spelled.
I didn't know.
Like phonetically, when you sound it out. I mean, it's yeah,
I've
it's
always
ukulele.
said ukulele.
Yeah. It's ook.
Okay.
Ukulele.
No, I'm glad.
And I've been really taken by the baritone ukulele. It's just
Ooh.
a much prettier instrument than I think than the soprano.
Is it
It's
bigger?
bigger, yeah.
It's bigger?
And it's kind of cheating too. So like when
No.
you're playing on a regular music theory lesson, when you're playing on a regular ukulele, it's like you're just putting a capo on the 5th fret and
Okay.
taking away your E and A string. That's it. That's what a ukulele is. Like a regular soprano.
Well, 4 strings.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then a baritone one is you take the capo off, you just take away these 2 strings, and it's just, D, G, B, E. It's
Wow.
the same as a guitar.
Did
And
not know that.
But it just has a really nice quality to it because, of course, you're playing nylon strings as opposed to, bronze or steel strings. So it's nice. It's a whole different sound.
Does it lend itself to a specific genre or type of music?
No,
Or-
not at all.
Music lessons.
It's it's one of those things that's like you can use it for anything. A texture for acoustic songs is what I really like to use it for, just to double it, because it kind of gives it that double tracked acoustic guitar kind of sound.
I like that sound.
Yeah, but a little bit warmer, instead of it being sharp like an acoustic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just a few. I won't name all the instruments I play, or as long as you can figure out the function, because at the end of the day, it's only 14 notes.
Yeah.
You have your initial A through G, and then the sharps and flats.
Sharps and flats. Yeah.
And if you can figure out how something functions, you can pretty much play any instrument.
Boy, then you got to figure out the minors, majors,
Yeah.
like sevenths,
Diminished,
augmented,
augmented.
chromatic. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Now, you've got some exciting stuff going on with the Auralayer.
Yeah.
And let's not forget to talk about that, because
That's the whole reason I'm here, because those
yeah,
guys.
I want you to promote, because you guys are doing some really exciting stuff.
So let me check a few things off the list. So I have some really exciting news about some of the members in Auralayer. We have our main man, the myth, the legend, Vladimir Doodle.
Vladimir.
What's up, Vlad?
Everyone
Shout out,
give-
Vlad.
Yeah, everyone at home, please clap. I hear it. I hear the clapping. Fantastic.
I got
okay.
the clap.
So.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Cody.
Vladimir and Elizabeth had their first child.
Oh,
Oh,
congratulations,
yeah.
Vlad.
Man, baby.
We're
wonderful.
absolutely just so thrilled for them.
I'm thrilled.
She's a beautiful, beautiful little girl.
What's her name?
Lilith.
Lilith. Nice.
Love that, man.
Yeah, and
What
it's
a rockin',
Strong name,
strong rock name.
yes, it's just awesome.
Metal
It's-
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And we're just so happy for him, because he's always wanted to be a dad, and now he's getting to do it, and it's just a very exciting time for him, I'm sure. And going over and visiting with them was a treat, because we ordered Brooklyn style pizza, and
Hey.
Did you get to hold her?
got to hold the baby and meet the baby and everything. So it's just really awesome when you see new life enter this world. And
Oh yeah.
the other big life-changing event is Thomas, who was here with me last time.
Yeah.
Him and my sister are engaged.
Hey, congratulations.
Yes.
So
very good.
yeah,
A lot of love to spread.
Yeah.
A lot of
tons
love happening in the
man.
world
It's
of
a lot it's a
Auralayer.
lot of good stuff. I
Lot
mean,
of love.
that's the nice thing about it is that we have a lot of positivity coming out, and I just can't be any happier for them.
Dude, that's so good because it comes to me, in my mind, it comes full circle back to the meaning of the album and going in and recording with the positivity and the chakra. It's happening all around.
It's that confidence that we're building in ourselves, by establishing families and strengthening bonds and just, living our lives in the direction that we want to live it.
That's great.
It's a great thing.
Does that mean we have like a pop album in the future with all the love being spread?
Well,
you did say a little something about a pop album earlier.
I can't talk about the third one yet, but there is going to be a Kimball, which is I probably should mention that's the acoustic solo name I'm going under. It's going to be Kimball Rumsky.
Love that.
Blake actually suggested, because we were talking about rum and whiskey, and we were talking about a blend that I had recently, and it was a Rumsky.
I like that.
And I said, Blake, I'm stealing that. So it's called Kimball, but when people ask me, I'll say, it's Kimball Rumsky. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just, I'm writing these acoustic songs, 2 of which you heard tonight. Maybe we'll hear some more later, maybe. And there are some non-acoustic songs on there. There's one that I wrote at like 3 o'clock in the morning, sleep deprived as hell, and
those are the best.
That's called Why Do We Think? Why Do We Think? Yes, Why Do We Think? And some philosophical songs. Yes, I did have to think about it. There's some love songs on there. There's some yearning for love songs. There's some urgent songs.
Ooh.
With all this love being spread around, is there love in Jake's life? That's what I want to know.
I have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing redhead girlfriend with just the most amazing.
No, it's Jinja. I learned that last week. Yeah. It's Jinja.
She's incredible. She is the absolute rock in my life, and I would not be able to do really anything without her help. She comes to all of the shows and takes pictures for us and sells merch.
That's great.
And is just an overall badass of a person, supportive and just healthy. And that's something I really needed in my life. Yes, a healthy relationship that is nurture instead of negative,
It sounds a lot like my wife.
Hey!
She's great, man.
He's signaling.
I'm so signaling. If you're watching this right now, that was
love you, babe.
I love you, babe.
I did this for you.
I do this for you. But no, it is really good to have because, dude, I've had that same system for a long time now. And it's so good to have, the Rooster stuff, the shows that we do. She's like, go get them.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel really great. So I'm sure that with her, having a hand in the merch and, being there.
It's just the most amazing help. I mean, you realize that the person is a partner, not just someone you call a girlfriend.
Right.
It's a partner in crime. It's you do everything together. We make it happen, and it's just incredible. I mean, I can't be happier.
It's amazing when you reach that level of maturity, when you finally realize and understand how important it is to have somebody in your life that you can lean on like that you can trust. Mm-hmm. I think for me at least, I can't speak for anyone but me, but for me,
I agree.
It was trust for me.
Yeah.
It for so long. It didn't even feel like it was love I was after. It was trust I was after.
Yeah.
And then with that trust comes love. And when you get there and you have that, that's all that matters. That's why we lose all our homies to their wives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All our homeboys, you say, where you been, yo? It's because they found that. And you can't not love that. You can't not be happy for someone when they find that. So,
I still have a social life, though.
The cool thing about all the ladies in the life of Auralayer are they're all wonderful people who hang out with us, and they're as equal in the conversation and in the hangouts as any of us, because everybody's welcome and everybody's cool, and so it's a great environment because we all gel and everybody likes each other, and it's just a fun time. It get us all in a room, and it's just just an outpouring of positivity and fun. It's
Shout
just
out
great.
to the ladies, right?
Shout out to the
shout
ladies.
out to the ladies.
You got any songs for the ladies?
Seriously.
Yeah, do you got a lady song?
Oh man, I don't think I do. I'm dead serious. I don't think I do.
Testarossa has tons of them. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, yeah. And she's a real mother.
Careful, don't get us sued.
Yeah, right. Colt, I'm sorry. I won't butcher your song again.
Well, either way, man. Why don't you give us one more to go, and then we'll plug away and we'll sign off for the evening, man.
Okay.
What do you got? What are you thinking for the last tasty treat for our audience?
I've got like a few I'm thinking of, but I think
Are you doing like the Bob Barker Price is Right spin the wheel for whatever
I am in my
your
head.
mind?
You know what? I'm gonna reference my phone. I'm so sorry for just a second to see if
That's okay. While you're doing that, let's I got a off the wall question.
Little bone
for
to
you.
pick.
Yeah, no. I got no bones. No. I did have a fun conversation this past weekend with some friends that were asking us about what was going on. I got off on a tangent, and
As you do.
as I do, I have a tendency. That's why I don't host a show. That's why I'm the co-host, y'all. He's way more interesting than I am.
Oh,
So,
come on, man. Making me blush.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna have you guys vote based on the title.
Josh, take a vote. Josh, our
Josh
producer.
is the tiebreaker. You and I
He's
vote.
the tiebreaker.
Yeah, we get the vote.
All right.
Josh is the tiebreaker.
So I've got one song called "Urgent Care," and
Sounds painful.
it can be. The other one is called "Love Ain't the Answer."
Love ain't
Love
the
ain't the
answer.
Love
answer.
ain't the answer.
That's
Okay.
Even Josh,
I'll give you that one.
even
Okay.
Josh says love is the answer.
All right. So this song is actually a shout out to my best friend and like I don't know, lifelong friend Blake Webb, also from
Blackie!
Testarossa.
Blackie!
He's my roommate. We've known each other since high school.
Still?
Hell of a guy. Hell of a
To
guy.
this day?
To this day.
He's your roommate?
Yeah.
Tell him I said what's up.
I sure will. I will see him tomorrow, actually.
Word up.
But this is a personal favorite of his. He tells me it's a great song. I wrote it off as kind of I don't really like this song.
Well, we picked that one.
He's been encouraging me to play it more, so, and it's the last one I just got done recording, so
Ooh.
it's the most fresh in my mind, so I'm actually very glad y'all picked that one, so
All right.
let's
All right.
give it a shot.
Let's do it.
Let's see if I can remember, though. I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with you. I've been hurt before. I've been wrong before. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with you. She says love ain't the answer. I know the way that we can finally go, and then I know the way that we can finally know, and then I know the way that we can finally know, and then I know the way that we can finally know. I've been
said you didn't have a song for the ladies.
Come on,
I guess
man.
I did. I
lied.
pulled,
That
I
is
pulled
a
one
song.
out.
You lying.
Yeah, Blake was right.
Blake was right.
Is
man.
it a good song?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
really?
is.
I like to ask because I'm still so iffy about it. But
Well, that's his
Oh,
song.
dude,
well,
don't be.
Here's what I'm almost positive I can speak for Blake right now when I say this is what he sees. He can see that as a sing along.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what makes that song good.
Yeah.
I could see if people get to hear that, I could see you on stage playing this song and the whole crowd's doing this. I've been wrong, babe. I could see that happening. And I'm pretty sure that's what Blake's hearing.
I
when
would
he
do
hears
it.
that.
I
Yeah.
would sing along with it.
Well, for me, it was an exercise in minimalist songwriting, like using as few words as possible to convey what you're trying to say and let people fill
You've
out
done
the
it
rest.
beautifully, Jake.
Right,
Well,
yeah.
thank you. And
Yeah.
I do it all in C major, like literally the easiest.
But dude, sometimes the simplest songs. Look at all your
Sweet home Alabama. Come on, man.
And look at your AC/DCs,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
AC/DC wrote so many 3-chord songs, it'll blow your mind.
got the biggest hemorrhoid anyone's ever seen.
Exactly, dude. But I'm just saying that you can't sit here and tell me that those same 3 to 4 chord songs weren't the biggest hits of the world.
You're right,
And
you're
some
right.
of them, even lyrically, some of those 3 to 4 chord songs resonate the most with you and bring those emotions out. I know a lot of. I'm a big Jim Croce fan, and Jim Croce did a lot of like finger picking weird stuff.
That's
But
that short guy who did a lot of acoustic stuff and got in a lot of trouble.
mustache guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be wrong about this, but y'all know Mike Judge? Beavis
Yes.
and
Oh yeah,
Butthead?
Beavis and Butthead. And tons of King of the Hill,
Office Space.
Office Space.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cool.
Idiocracy.
yeah,
Yeah, Idiocracy. That's a really good one.
it
The
is.
real life documentary.
Yeah. So
And so he does a little documentary about him. I think
Jim
if we're
Croce?
thinking of the same person, yeah, because he's like, oh yeah, this is an artist not a lot of people know about, and this is his life. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think that's the name. He also does one on one of my favorites, Parliament Funkadelic.
love
Oh,
Parliament, man.
Freaking
Come
love
on.
those guys.
George
I
Clinton.
learned about those guys from a movie in the 90s called PCU. You ever seen this
I
movie?
haven't seen that.
Jeremy Piven's in it. What's the guy from Swingers? Not Vince Vaughn, but the other guy.
Owen Wilson.
No, Swingers. He directed the first Iron Man movie. What the hell? Favreau.
yeah.
John Favreau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Spade's
Chef.
in it.
You should have
And,
said chef.
I love
Chef.
John. I love John.
Yeah.
Favreau.
Yeah, he's great,
That
right?
guy's
He's
a
great in
genius.
PCU. And that movie, toward the end of that movie, it accumulates to this huge party they're having, and they somehow run into George Clinton and
Somebody
Parliament fucking
did
Dick.
tell me about this.
Right,
It
and
was
like
my
their
girlfriend. She told me about
so
that.
their bus breaks down, and they run into John Favreau's character. His name's Gutter in the movie, and Gutter invites them to come and just play at their basement. So the movie ends with this big, huge house party with George Clinton and Parliament. And that was my first exposure to George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic, and I was instantly a fan. I was like, dude, this is awesome. So I'm out buying
yeah.
CDs and stuff. They're great. I
Yes,
love them.
they are.
Yeah.
Won't you come and dance with me? We'll do the cosmic slop.
Oh.
Redman did a quasi cover of Cosmic Slop on his first album or second album.
You know, I'm gonna say like the two most underrated Parliament Funkadelic songs are "No Compute" off of Cosmic Slop,
Okay.
which is the song right after that one. It's just George Clinton talking about a horny escapade that he does, but it's just like these amazing like jazz chords played to like this kind of blues rhythm, and it's just nice to sit back and listen to.
It's like Prince on steroids.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, well, they knew Prince when he was a
Yeah.
young guy. They were like George Clinton was just like, oh, we knew he was.
When
he
you
was
guys
it.
say George Clinton, it makes me think of Bill Clinton, and I just keep wanting to go. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I guess we know where he's going tonight on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Bill, baby.
And my second one is Charlie. Was it Funk Get Ready to Roll?
That
Funk,
sounds like a great
get
song.
ready to roll. Funk, get ready to roll. Love that. Oh my god.
Stomp's one of my favorite songs by them.
Yeah.
I love Stomps. It's like a party song.
Wait, isn't
really is.
Stomp Brothers Johnson?
Oh yeah, Stomp is Brothers
Is it Brothers
Johnson?
Johnson? You're right.
I think
They
it's
covered
Brothers
it.
Johnson.
They
You
covered
done
it.
messed
Yeah.
up, AA Ron.
Well, I gotta say, I'm just to kind of talk about what's going on in my personal life. I've been really into soul, groove, funk.
Dude, we had a little funk session before the show
We
started.
did. I've been like listening to George Benson.
Oh. I tell you what, man. I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt your train of
what's
thought.
up? What's up?
But if you like funky anything, you need to listen to The Benson.
The Benson.
The Benson is a group of guys that we interviewed, and
Episode
they
19,
are,
season 1.
that's right, 19 season
Awesome.
1. Fucking fantastic.
It's like an encyclopedia.
He really is. He reads a lot, man. You know, who is John Galt, really? But
Is that going to be a thing now?
it really is.
Is that going to be
it
a thing?
really is.
Actually,
man.
can I talk about what book I'm reading right now?
You
Yes,
can talk about
yes,
what book
please.
you're reading
Hey,
right now.
can you grab my bag over there? And that's the leather purse, my man purse, my merce. I'm gonna put the guitar down for now because
Do it,
I don't
man.
think we're doing any more songs.
Michael, take over.
Over there.
I
It's not
got
over there. Oh well,
a wee.
strange. Oh, I guess it's out in the other room. But hey, what were we talking? Oh,
The book,
well, not just that, but the music I was listening to.
the funk.
Like I've been listening to like Dead or Alive and Divine. You know the drag star Divine,
Yeah.
who was in like the Joe What movies, and whatever. I've been listening to like synth pop and overly produced 80s
Like Chromeo.
disco, like Donna Summers, Diana Ross during the 80s had some like really stellar
Dude.
tunes. Oh, that's weird. I thought I brought it in. Well, if I didn't, that's all right.
I'll check it.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I'll tell you just what I'm reading. It's called Driven to Distraction.
Okay.
So it's by these two medical directors who are the leading I guess psychologists, psychiatrists, whatever field. I'm not a doctor, so don't take anything I say. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. But they're the leading doctors on the study of ADD and ADHD.
Currently?
And, I think currently they were the ones who really introduced the conversation in 1994.
Okay.
Which was when I was born, actually, 26. Hey, what's up? I turned
Hey.
27 next month. But I have very severe ADHD, and I'm trying to get more of a focus on that, and quite literally, and learn some tools and learn some healthy ways of being able to be a better Jake in my day-to-day life, and which means making more music and communicating better without going on a million tangents and all that fun stuff. Which brings me actually to a tease of probably what we'll do next time. There'll be a next time.
Of course there's going to be an next
All
time.
right. So
This man is a friend of the show, y'all. He will continue to be a friend of the show.
well, I'll bring Blake, and I'm sorry, Blake, but I'm signing you up for it.
That would be a fun episode too. Well, before you get too far away from the subject, I want to go back. You're talking about this this book you're reading about ADD and ADHD.
Yeah.
And, when I was in college, I was 19 years old. One of the assignments I had for a literature class, it was like a writing English class.
Yeah.
Was we had these major papers to write. One of them was a persuasive paper.
Oh, okay.
Right, and at 19, this was like 1999, 98, something like that.
Yeah.
So ADD, ADHD was still kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
And the title of my persuasive paper was ADD is not a disease,
Yeah.
right? And the whole point that I was making with this long-ass paper that I wrote in college was that this diagnosis it's not something that needs to be looked at as there's something wrong with you, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to deny that, ADD, there are people that have short and long attention spans, right? Like, we're everyone's different. We all have these different body chemistries. But the point I was making in the paper was that if you label something a disease or a disorder, you're giving it a negative connotation.
I
Yeah.
got it.
When all you really have to do is channel that energy into something productive.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you have figured out a way to do that.
my stepmom Lee was talking to me about that, where they did like a study on like the characteristics of some of like the greatest artists in our I guess human history. Picasso being one of them, and one thing in particular about him is that he would leave so many of his works unfinished, and it's very like people have been kind of describing some of these like great artists as people who had ADD or ADHD, and it's curious to think that like something that's fundamentally different within your brain can make you more creative, and that's a very interesting concept. Again, I'm not saying that is the case, but it's an interesting concept to think about, and it's an interesting thing to explore. I mean, I again, for me, like, I'm able to channel my creativity into art and music. I've started painting recently.
Happy little trees.
Well, it's so how many times have you applied for a job and you've had to take this 100-question test, answering all these, how would you do, and basically they're all just variations of the Briggs-Myers test.
Yeah, which you can cheat on those. And
you
I'll
can
tell
cheat on those. You can.
Answer strongly or one way or the other, but don't be middle of the road. That's how you fail. If you're middle of the road for every question, you will instantly fail.
Well, it's not, but see, it's really not supposed to be pass or fail.
Yeah.
The point of those tests are to, for lack of a better way of explaining it, to kind of put you into a category of a type of person.
Yeah.
And if you're going to base this, if we're going to have this conversation on the Briggs-Myers, you've got 16 personality types.
Yeah.
So basically, out of 7 billion people on the planet, there's 16 personalities. This is why this is all bullshit, by the way. But I'm going to continue to explain it. All right, there's 7 billion people on the planet, but there's 16 ways to be.
What's your personality type?
I can't remember the exact label, but I'm the innovator. Well, no,
do you know yours?
I don't fucking
like the dreamer, the innovator, like the entrepreneur type.
Yeah.
There's a better word for it that's not coming to me.
I can read your horoscope too.
Probably. Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
It's the same
Briggs-Myers is just horoscopes. That's all it is.
Yeah, there's a meme, one of my favorites. It's like it has all the different like horoscopes, and then on every single line it says, the placement of the planets and stars do not affect your life for all of them.
Exactly. And that's what they try to do with these personality tests. And basically what they want, the ultimate goal of this type of research and this type of thinking is, okay, we want a specific type of person because that's our brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's who we are. It's just like cops. Like any of us, if the 4 of us in this room all went tomorrow and tried to be police officers, Josh is the only one that's gonna get hired.
What the fuck does that mean?
Because you're the only one without a criminal record. I'm just kidding.
A-cab.
You got me.
My point is that a lot of leaders out there, or a lot of I shouldn't even say leaders, entities out there, a lot of business out there.
Yeah.
They want a specific type of person.
Oh yeah.
And the colleges and the universities, they want to prepare you for the American dream, the white picket fence, the corporate job, climb the corporate ladder. Meanwhile, the majority of human beings, way over 50% of us, are not that.
Yeah,
we're not that.
We want to live different lives.
You're getting me on a Rage Against the Machine kind of vibe the way you're talking.
Well,
man.
that's why Rage Against the Machine was so huge. It spoke to the rest of us.
Right, man.
The over 50% of us that are like, this is bullshit. Like, this isn't how you're supposed to live your life.
I'm gonna say something controversial. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
I don't like Tom Morello.
He needs to stop talking. He needs to get off the microphone.
He's
become the machine that he's been trying to
You're exact. That is 100%
I'm going
right.
to preface this. I'm apolitical. I don't take a side, and I don't talk about politics. But what I find really funny is he's a guy who doesn't like capitalism, but he's like, hey, buy my new signature guitar. Hey, did you know I have a master class? By the way.
Yeah, check out the online courses.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, well, doesn't quite work. So I don't know.
Why don't we
He's
bring
talking
it?
out both sides of his mouth.
Why don't we
Yes.
bring it back to something more positive?
Yeah, we went off.
Please.
This is what happens when I take the show over.
Speaking
We
of-
go way off the fucking
Michael
rails.
gets on the fucking tangent.
Speaking of ADHD tangents,
ADHD.
I think it was my fault, honestly. I
No,
started
it's
with like,
not,
hey,
dude.
what book is everyone reading? It's book club time.
Well, let me ask you this, Jake. Before we
Yeah.
sign off for the night, is
Yeah.
there anything that you want to plug shamelessly, or just anything you want to direct our audience toward before we sign off for the night?
Yes. I'll start with my shameless plug, and then I'll plug a few other people that I think people need to check out.
Do it.
First, please follow Auralayer at Auralayer Music on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We have a Twitter. We don't use it. Sorry.
We'll put it all in the description of this video
It'll-
too
will.
after we
Yeah.
post it.
Check it
And
out.
then also you can find me on Kimball Muzak on Instagram
With a
if you
K?
want to hear. Yeah, with Muzak.
Love
like
it.
like elevator Muzak.
Yeah, music.
So that's my Instagram handle for the solo stuff, and
Which we loved tonight,
oh,
by
thank
the way.
you.
Yeah.
Let's
I
just
really
give it up one
appreciate
more
it.
time for that, man. The solo stuff was...
Well,
It-
that gives me a lot of confidence to hear because obviously I haven't performed any of this live yet. This is all stuff that's being heard for the first time. I actually will be performing it.
We'll
with
do it live!
Testarossa. And this is another plug. I'll be performing some of that music with Testarossa November 20th at Sweet Sippin' in Simpsonville, South Carolina.
Be there, be square.
That's it. Or be obtuse. but
Math jokes.
yeah, right. Don't question me on math. I would get it wrong. But question me on meth, and I'll tell you all about Breaking Bad.
I love that show.
Shout out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. All the
Favorite show.
Albuquerqueans out there.
Is that a Albuquerque flag?
This is the New Mexico flag, the Zia. I was
it.
born in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Dude.
Rock on.
I took a
Yeah.
wrong turn at Albuquerque and ended up here somehow.
That's great, man.
But the next plug is a few friends of ours, and I'm going to shout them out. Obviously, Testarossa. Just
Well,
check them out. Testarossa rocks on Instagram. Just check them out.
New song, Son of a Bitch, just released.
Son of a bitch just came out,
Yep.
and if you aren't rocking it, now that I'm able to put food on the table, all the sons of bitches want to eat.
That's right.
That's right,
Remember
baby.
that. Remember that.
New documentary too, I Am Testarossa.
Yes, which is fantastic, by the way. I checked that out just the other night. And I'm going to shout out my friends River of Deceit. Those guys are really cool. Andrew helps us load out. We'll be in the middle of playing our set, and Vlad's cymbal stand breaks, and he runs up there and he fixes it like a champ. And if our sound is off, he runs up to the sound guy, hey man, like something's feeding back. That
So
dude's
call him what he is.
that
He's a
dude's
roadie.
He is a rock star.
Roadie. Rockstar roadie.
But his band, River of Deceit, awesome guys. It's Bryant, Andrew, Caleb, really great guys, really great music. We play together a lot.
River of Deceit.
River of Deceit, like the Mad Season song.
Love that song.
Yes.
River around the sea.
It's like if you were to put like the best parts of Metallica thrash and Alice in Chains together.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's good. Another really great band is Witch Pit. I'm sorry, I'm just calling out
Oh
all my
yeah,
friends.
Witch Pit's great.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Thomas White is a really good friend of ours. Denny, all of them, they're just really nice guys. I did a video shoot with them recently. Check out their YouTube channel, Witch Pit. And then I'm also going to shout out my friend Hero right here, Mr. Justin Daniels. We're thinking about putting some shows together with Sir Justin. He is a rapper who plays with a live band. He's got energy. He's got songs. He just came out with a new album called Between the Panels Part 2. So please check out my buddy Hero. He is a fantastic guy. And
Write that
just a
down.
I was
wonderful
just
person.
saying, I might want to get him on the show.
Yes, his first record has some real bangers. Second record has real bangers. This newest album has a ton of bangers.
So it's all real bangers.
So
Can I
a lot
be
of
happy?
banging.
A lot of bangers, bro.
That's
a lot
it.
of banging.
So yeah, definitely check him out because he's a really really talented guy. He came up from the Columbia scene and is restarting in Greenville. So he needs all the support he can get because obviously when you leave a scene where you're big in and you're starting over, in a whole new town, you know?
Like us.
How cool is this that an established artist in the Greenville scene's welcoming this guy from an outsider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're welcoming him in. You're wearing his shirt, promoting him on the show. Like, awesome.
That is
Now
awesome.
we have to check the guy. Hero, if you're watching, if you're listening, holler at me.
Yes.
Come get on the show.
I can put you in touch with him. He's a nice guy.
Man.
But yeah, our main message is, and my main message is just be good to each other, make as many friends as you can, especially in the music scene. If you're trying to be an artist, if you're trying to, just make friends. I mean, it's really just as easy as saying, "Hi, I'm Jake. What's up, man? How are you?"
Oh, hey, Jake.
And just being friendly and I don't know, just being honest with people. Hi, hello. I can't give you a handshake, but I'll wave at you.
Yeah, Air 5, man. Well, with all that being said, man, for those of you watching, make sure to check out and support all those artists as well as Jake here. Jake, why don't you play our audience out, man? I'll give you a little bit of this. On the side, man. Let's just.
Just
what does that mean to play them out?
What does it mean?
What does that mean to play them out? I can't read the thing. There's nothing there.
What does it mean? That's double rainbow all the way.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Rooster Radio, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back next week.
That's okay. I hit the wrong chord at the end.
Good.